Hello, my name is Sarah Morgan. Today we're going to talk about vaccinations and our children. To poke or not to poke? That is the question. While there are potential risks that come along with vaccines, the risks are far greater to those that are not vaccinated. To poke or poke? That is the question. A medical take on Mr. Willie Shake. So many parents are having a constant struggle with themselves about whether or not to vaccinate their children. These days, they struggle to find a balance of what is necessary and are the risks worth it. Where did all the fear of vaccines come from? What are people so afraid of? What are the benefits of not vaccinating? And are they better than vaccinating? I am 26 years old. I do not have children, but I do have the world's most perfect niece and nephew. They are 3 years old and 7 months old. One is immunocompromised. My perfect nephew cannot receive the MMR vaccine. His immune system will destroy him if he were to receive the vaccine. My nephew depends on his parents and the parents of all of his friends to make sure that it is safe for them to be around him. But one time, somebody didn't. One day, my nephew's friend and his mom came over for a play date. His friend's mom did not vaccinate her precious little bundle of joy, and my perfect nephew was compromised, all because of a play date. He was hospitalized for over 8 weeks because he was exposed to a preventable illness. His friend's mom said that there was no way her kid could pass along any illnesses because he never gets sick. His friend was a carrier of measles. My perfect little nephew got measles. The most common misconception with people regarding immunizations and vaccinations is the first being, I do not need to vaccinate my child because all of the other children around him are already immune. Herd immunity is an example of this. Herd immunity occurs when a large population of a community is immunized against a contagious disease, reducing the chance of an outbreak. Infants, pregnant women, and immunocompromised people who cannot receive vaccines depend on this type of protection. However, if enough people rely on herd immunity as a method of preventing infection from vaccine preventable diseases, herd immunity will soon disappear. According to the AAAAI, more than 226,000 people are hospitalized each year from vaccine preventable illnesses. Of those 226,000, 20,000 are children, and of those 226,000, 36,000 people die each year from preventable illnesses and diseases. I know what you're thinking, but Sarah, there's all this research that says vaccines cause other health problems and sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS. According to the AAAI, there is no scientific proof of what causes SIDS. Research is still being done, but there is no proven cause for SIDS. In conclusion, herd immunity does not work when part of the herd decides the rest will be able to protect them. When too many people start to think that someone else will protect them, then nobody is protected. For the sake of immunocompromised, the elderly, and the unable, we must all do our part and vaccinate. By not vaccinating the kids that can be vaccinated, we are putting so many others at risk. So when you're supposed to ask yourselves to poke or not to poke, I hope for the sake of everyone in the herd that you choose to poke.